today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Draw play, Cohen. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Tackle made by Devin Bush.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Jaguars take over 1st and...
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A gain of 2.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw to play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the...
A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 17 carries, 67 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
First down, a run with Cohen. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Laviska Shenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Wentz. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, Wentz rolling to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to the 25. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 16-yard line.
2nd and 11. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 89 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wentz now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, this nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going to try and throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And he'll be taken down but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Wentz to throw again. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Again, it's Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Wentz again. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3. Going to try and throw on third. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
For Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And this one, a 1-point game at halftime. The Titans trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Falcons in that one at halftime. The Falcons trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Colin Kaepernick, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Rodgers on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared. For some change-ups, we're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Again, the ball carrier.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick slant to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Now that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cohen. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings
working from the gun. Wentz able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. DJ Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
At their own 6.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back now in Jacksonville. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Drake. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Rolling to his... And he coughed it up! And the Jags grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Jaguars.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Increase their lead to 28. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he completes it to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Philadelphia.
Push him back. Push him back.
To throw is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Wentz's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches. At the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Wentz gonna throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Eagles.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, the screen pass here to Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Eagles get a score closer. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
58, right over there.
On first down, Wentz. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing his Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Wentz on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Eagles. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.